All right, so I'd like you to say, I'd like you to know that God is real. I wanted to say that God's real. I'd like you to know that God's real. Okay? There's people that don't believe, but God, hopefully one day you'll see that God's real and, uh, you know, all evidence points to the fact that He does exist because uh, you can't really have life in you and then deny another life that you've never seen before. So the most you can say is you don't know. Okay, and I think it's more likely that there is a God. In fact, I've come to the conclusion that there is a God. I've never seen him before, the God before our God. Um, but it just tells me I'm rather sure there has to be a God for all this to make sense because I don't see how life can be limited only to humans and animals and plants. You know what I mean? I mean, if life was going to exist, would it really only be a plant and a human? I mean, come on. And some people think it's more likely that molecules pop out of nowhere than life. I mean, okay, well, we didn't see either one. They're both arguments, but which one do you think is more likely? Life appearing out of nowhere or molecules appearing out of nowhere? You know what I mean? I mean, something that's spherical just appearing out of nowhere. I mean, that doesn't sound very random to me. That sounds pretty designed. But anyways, I think there's a God. I think it's obvious that he's real. I mean, it took me a long time to realize that from the moment I decided to believe in God. It took me about 17 years to realize that he's really there. He's really true. So, yeah, pray to him and watch yourself feel different. So, there's a God, okay, and he gave the street preacher, um, the Earth is over 6,000 years old. It has to be, or 10,000 years old, because people were writing on walls 5,000 years ago, around that long, give or take. I don't know what the real number is, but whatever it is, it's around 4,500 to about 5,200 years ago or something like that. But people write on walls, so I don't see how 5,000 years ago the Earth was just created. That seems bizarre, unless God's the only one that can do that. Obviously, I mean, God can do anything, so that's just how it is. Yeah. So God's real. He's a good God, and he loves everybody, and he's a good God, and he's gonna save us all because he's good and strong enough to do that.